Well, New Zealand were put into bat in this second T20I at Raipur when Surya Kumar Yadav won the toss earlier today. And New Zealand will be quite happy and then maybe not. It's kind of a little bittersweet for them because they've got to a total of 208, but the fact that they were 111 for 3 at the halfway mark, they look at this back 10 and say that should have got at least 15 runs more, if not 20. You want to double your score in the back 10. They couldn't do that, but they've got to 208. It's still quite a Vishal score, as they say. Rachin Santner, their captain, did well, got stranded at the other end towards the end, but Zach Folks did well, finished with a 6 and a 4, took them past 200. You're watching Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur, with me Joy Bhattacharjya and Ajinkya Rahane. Fair to say, Aju, that at 208 they'll be happy with the total, but not completely happy about optimizing that back 10.
I feel there are 10 to 15 run short. The way they started for 6 overs, 64, end of 10 overs, 111 for 3. From there, we all thought, no, 220, probably New Zealand will score 10, 15 run short. But again, 200 plus, chasing down the target. Wicket looked really good, as I said, but you see that for 6
I think 11 to 15 is when India managed to kind of slow them down.
8 runs per over from there. Both the spinners, I thought, bowled really well. In between, even though there was a dew factor, but the way Kuldeep and Varun bowled, Surya used them really well, I thought, in that middle over phase. So, yeah, New Zealand clearly 10 to 15 run short in this winning.
Yeah, I mean, when you have the spin twins working, as a batter, you're thinking, kahan jaye?
Yeah. But it's a fascinating first 6 overs, okay? In the first 6 overs, overs 1, 3 and 6 go for a total of 55 runs.
Yeah.
And overs 2, 4 and 5 go for a total of 9 runs.
9 runs.
Yeah.
So one side, just they're getting 18 run and 17 run overs, suddenly there's a wicket maiden in between.
Yeah.
So it was a very, very strange mixture of an innings. And every time they started to get going, a wicket fell.
Yeah.
And then somebody else picked it up, and it was a very
mercurial? Was it mercurial?
Topsy-turvy, mercurial.
Volatile.
Volatile is the word I'd be.
Two-faced.
Two-faced, yes. Yeah.
We're just thinking of many things. Stop and start.
Yeah. Stop and start. It was stop and start.
It was stop and start, but it was so interesting to see, like when you see the strike rates of all the batters, besides Mark Chapman. Mark Chapman got a little stuck, I think 10 runs of 13 balls, but everybody else was going. If you see all of them, they're all going, all their strike rates are pretty high. You've got 200 at the top, 184, 170, about 147, 163. So everyone's gone 150 plus, and then suddenly in the middle there's 2 overs of Mark Chapman who couldn't get runs, and that's perhaps the difference. And it tells you how much of a difference that makes.
Yeah, see, one batsman strike rate can actually make the difference in this innings. Also, what I felt about the length on this wicket, you see guys who bowl fuller, they went for runs. Arshdeep, first 2 overs, he went for runs. He was looking to swing the ball, but again, Hardik bowled that back off length, bowled that hard length. It's tough to hit hard length on this wicket. Side boundaries are pretty much longer. Generally, we see side boundaries are really smaller in T20 format, but in Chhattisgarh, slightly bigger, hard length, a little bit of pace also, and the bounce also on that wicket. So I thought the hard lengths were slightly difficult to hit, but whenever they tried to bowl full, they went for runs.
Actually, it's very interesting you talk about the dimensions of the stadium because you've played here, and that's why I want to ask you, because I remember asking you that is it not entirely a kind of a circle or even an oval? It's much longer on the boundaries, because twice we saw that you saw the mid-on really wide, right?
Yes.
You were like, hang on, why is it not straighter? And sometimes does that happen when the dimensions of a ground are a little out of the ordinary, a little unusual? You somehow can't find that position exactly?
It happens, and also because who is batting. When Mitchell was batting, we saw long on was slightly wider. Even with Santner, long on was wider. I saw Santner hitting towards between mid-wicket and long on. So I thought that was the thinking Surya Kumar Yadav had, probably keeping long on slightly wider, create that angle, that gap a little smaller. And also who's bowling. Generally, if bowlers are looking to bowl slightly back off length or shorter, batsmen will look to hit towards mid-wicket and long on, between mid-wicket and long on. That was the reason I thought we saw long on with the Mitchell and, both the Mitchells. Long on was slightly wider.
Correct. Out of all the batters, who impressed you the most? Because there was some impressive batting.
So I thought Rachin Ravindra did a lot at the up front, and because I think he came with intensity. I think one of the things you've got to realize is the moment New Zealand sees this, they say we are going to bat first. Okay, this seems to be a good wicket, and there's dew.
Yeah.
So they must have told themselves, we have to go hard from the start. It has to be a 220, 230 total. And so that's why they started batting with intent. And I think that's what they translated very well. India counterpunched back well when, as he was saying, the hard lengths were bowled.
Yeah.
The moment, say, even a Harshit Rana tried to get cute and leave a slower ball or pitch it up, he disappeared out of the ground.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes it happens that you bowled well and then you don't need to try another ball. Just bowl the ball that's working for you.
I think that T20 cricket just forces you to be cute, forces you to use variations.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like if I've done 3 balls the same in T20 cricket, the rules don't allow me to bowl a 4th, which is the same, right? I got to do a variation just because riwaz hai, bhai, kya kare, riwaz hai. I want to talk about Mitchell Santner because all the left-handers today, I mean, the left-handers have shown intent. There was Conway up front, there was, of course, Rachin Ravindra, and then there was the captain Mitchell Santner. We spoke about it before the first game as well. I've watched him in the last few months in multiple formats when he's been batting in New Zealand, I think in Australia as well. We've seen him batting. His batting has kind of surprised a lot of casual viewers perhaps, but he bats like this and he really can hit pretty much everywhere, and he showed that today.
See, he can hit the ball long. I mean, I saw him practicing, especially hitting straight. What I liked about him today was he actually, he backed his game. His basically game is looking to hit straight, not much of square of the wicket batter. Very good swing of the bat. He likes to play golf as well, so his bat swing is really good. So you saw him hitting straight against Harshit, and also a couple of the sixes, boundaries, towards long on. So I think his bat swing is really good. Intent, anyway, he bats with good intent, whichever format he plays, be it Test, ODI or T20. But I thought he was backing his instinct, backing his strength, which is hitting straight. I thought Indian bowlers missed a trick, bowling slightly fuller to him. I thought, to Mitchell Santner, if you can bowl slightly back of length, off pace, off cutters, and just make him hit square of the wicket, probably, they missed a trick over there.
When you look at the Indian bowlers, today is one of those rare days. Arshdeep's figures never look like this, right? He's not one to get a half century in his bowling. And today it was perhaps just not his day.
Yeah, there was one 4-run over in that.
Yeah.
You can imagine. In that there's one 4-run
You're
over.
right, you're right. So it's 3 overs 49 effectively.
But actually, if you can look at it in a positive way, he actually made a very good comeback. 2 overs went for 36. His 3rd over went for 4 runs, as you mentioned. Even I thought the last over, he bowled well. That unfortunate 6 over fine leg.
I think the last 2 were meant to be Yorkers. He never misses them.
Yeah.
He never misses them. He ended up missing both, the length on both. I guess that can perhaps happen when it's not your day, especially with Arshdeep. Because he's
due factor.
He's like a vending machine of Yorkers, right? You put a coin and just dispenses a Yorker.
Yeah.
So today, and Zach Folks was standing deep in his crease, just kind of, he also wouldn't have believed that went for 6, right? So that doesn't really happen much to Arshdeep. But you're looking at this 208. And India would be looking at it. You're looking at the conditions. You're looking at dew coming in. There's 2 factors that come into play. One is the India batting lineup is saying, no problem, we can do this. We did almost 240 in the previous game, so this is easy for us. A lot hinges on Abhishek, yes, and the start he gives. But the New Zealand bowlers will be looking at it and saying, all right, the Indians made some errors with length. We are not going to repeat that mistake.
Yeah. Absolutely not. I think Matt Henry bowls at length. The New Zealand bowlers, they like to bowl that hard length, back of length. What Indian team not like to do is being overconfident as a batting unit. Chasing 209. Though our batting lineup looks really strong, I think the start first 6 overs is going to be really crucial.
Yeah.
Abhishek is in red hot form. Again, he would like to continue his form. With that same intent. Looking forward to see Sanju Samson getting into runs. Doing well, getting that partnership amongst both of them. But again, no overconfidence from Indian team point of view. If they don't do that, if they play to their strength, they'll chase down the total. I
mean, New Zealand will look at Abhishek Sharma, and all teams are looking at Abhishek Sharma and saying that our best chance is to get that wicket early, right? Get that wicket early. You can perhaps put India a little behind, but when you look down, Surya, the kind of form he was in, Hardik, the form he's in, all the batters, you're batting up till number 8 with Harshit Rana, got a 50 in the final ODI. So you've got a long batting. So the other thing that's stacked against them, Joy, is that it's Raipur, not Drypur. Because there's so much dew there All
There's
right.
a lot of dew.
There's so much dew there that apparently the fielders are like taking boats to go out to their deep positions.
That's what. So all those bowlers, Santner, Phillips to a certain extent, Rachin Santner, they thought about Ish Sodhi. So you've got 4 spinners, 4 guys who can bowl spin.
Yeah.
And they're going to be a bit handicapped. I think the one thing that they've got to do is they also must be looking, because I think they know that our key player is, for whatever we say, is actually Abhishek Sharma at this point in time.
Yeah.
They get Abhishek early, it's a game changer for them.
True.
So they'll be telling Matt Henry and all, go with the ball, go and get that first wicket for us.
And also, what will happen if they get Abhishek Sharma out? Santner probably can bowl in the power play.
Yep.
No,
True.
spinner can come early. No, if they can bowl 2 overs of spin in the power play, so it's going to be difficult after 6 overs to grip that ball.
Yeah. You know something, the thing about wanting to get Abhishek out, I don't think bowlers can do anything. It's completely up to Abhishek. I think it's up to him. He will decide whether he wants to play, when he wants to get out, what he wants to do. It just looks like he's one of those, वो कहते हैं ना सरस्वती जब बैठ जाती है, right? I think that's what's happening with Abhishek. Again, touch wood. Touch wood.
Yes.
Touch wood.
Yes.
Kaya lagdi? Touch wood. All right. We're going to guess our power play scores because Zach Folks getting that 4 on the last ball.
Cost you.
Yeah.
10 of the last 2. I mean, that's
Yeah.
you won 97, you were sitting prime at
That's right. I had 201 was my guess. I had it up till 206. He's the first Zach to let me down in life. Yeah, he's the first Zach to let me down. All right. So what are our power play guesses? 62. You can guess the same number also.
I'm going to go 69.
Okay. And what's your score guess? Oh, so 69 is your score guess. All right. Yours, Aju?
66.
66, 62, 69. These are our 3 power play score guesses. We're very excited. Not because of the game, because it's dinner time. Got some Thai food today, got some tom yum soup.
Yeah.
Some green curry.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
आज मैंने कुछ salad नहीं मंगाया.
I know.
Yeah.
He saw you ordering last time and he's a new man today.
He's like, enough of this ghas poos. Enough of this. But the weird thing is that today I've ordered a salad.
You'll learn from the
Arshdeep goes
best.
for runs, I order a salad. It's a very weird day, man. It's a very, very weird day. All right, that's all we have time for right now. We'll see you at the end of the 10th over when it'll be nice and fill tummies and see how India is going about their chase. 209 for India to win to get a 2-0 lead in this 5-game series. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Live. We will see you in a bit. Khana lagao.